What would you do if the ocean you relied on for survival suddenly turned against you? Could you face a god and conquer the fury of a chaotic spirit to save your people? Join us as we dive into the legendary tale of Olokun, the god of the ocean, and the fearless warrior's journey into the unknown. Will he restore peace or be consumed by the depths? Watch till the end to find out. However, Olokun's peace was threatened by a new force, a spirit of chaos known as Aje-Ku, sought to break the harmony between land and sea. Aje-Ku stirred tempests that swallowed fishing boats and destroyed coastal villages. The Yoruba people, terrified and desperate, sought a champion within the time when the gods walked the earth and nature was governed by their divine will. Olokun, the god of the ocean, ruled the vast and mysterious waters. His domain stretched beyond mortal understanding, encompassing not only the seas but also the secrets hidden within them. Olokun was a guardian of balance, his anger capable of summoning tidal waves and his benevolence bringing prosperity through trade and abundant fish. Among them rose a young warrior named Duro, who carried the hope of his people in his heart. Guided by vision of the ancestors and the wisdom of the village seer, he embarked on a perilous journey to face both divine and earthly trails. The journey has just begun. Stay with us to witness the epic trails, battles, and secrets that await beneath the waves. The village of Ayinde had long prospered from the ocean's bounty. Fishermen cast their nets with songs of gratitude to Olokun, and traders bartered goods brought from the tides. But one fateful morning, a great storm rose without warning. The waves were unnaturally high, and thunder crackled the sky as if enraged. By dawn, the village lay in ruins. Boats were shattered, homes flooded, and survivors huddled together on the high ground. The village elder Babajani called for a gathering under the sacred baobab tree. "This is no ordinary storm," Babajani declared, his voice trembling. "Olokun is angered, or worse, another power is defying him. We must act, or our village will be swallowed by the sea." Duro, a young but skilled warrior, stepped forward. He had always felt a connection to the ocean, often dreaming of a vast waters stretching endlessly before him. "Elder, let me seek the truth of this calamity," he said. "I will find Olokun and plead for mercy." The villagers murmured in agreement. Thought fear clouded their faces. No mortal had ever dared to comfort Olokun. Babajani placed a hand on Duro's shoulder. "If you are truly willing, you must first seek the blessing of the ancestors and the guidance of the priests." That night, under the light of full moon, Duro knelt before the ancestral shrine. The village priestess, Iyasade, anointed him with sacred oils and whispered prayers to Ogun, the god of iron, for protection. "Your journey will be filled with trails," she warned. "Trust in your ancestors and the spirits of the land and sea. Only with courage and wisdom can you hope to survive." At dawn, Duro set out on his quest. He carried a spear blessed by the priestess and a small charm from his mother, woven with strands of his family's legacy. The path led him toward the coast, where the ocean roared like a beast waiting to devour its prey. The journey was arduous. Thick mangroves blocked his path, and strange shadows flitted at the edge of his vision. He pressed on, following the call of the waves. As he neared the shore, he encountered a guardian spirit known as Ayinde, who appeared as a figure with flowing robes made of seaweeds and eyes like whirlpools. "You seek Olokun," the spirit intoned. "Few have dared to enter his realm. What drives you, mortal?" "My people are suffering," Duro replied. "I must restore peace, or they will be perish." Ayinde studied him for a moment, then nodded. Your heart is pure, but your resolve will be tested. Beware the illusions of the deep. With the wave of his hand, the spirit opened a hidden path through the mangroves. As Duro stepped onto the beach, the waves claimed momentarily, as if acknowledging his presence. He took a deep breath and waded into the water, ready to face the unknown. The ocean floor was a world of wonders and dangers. Duro found himself surrounded by vibrant coral reefs and schools of fish that shimmered like living jewels. Yet there was also an eerie stillness, as if the sea itself awaited his next move. As he ventured deeper, he encountered a group of merfolks, led by a warrior named Ayinde. They were wary of him at first. Their tridents raised in defense. Who dares enter Olokun's domain? Ayinde demanded. I'm Duro, a warrior of Ayinde. He answered, I seek an audience with Olokun to end the storm that plagued my people. Ayinde lowered her weapon slightly. Olokun has been troubled by the spirit Aje-Ku. If you truly wish to help, you must prove your worth. She led him to a sacred underwater temple, where Duro was tasked with retrieving a pearl said to contain the wisdom of the ocean. The temple was guarded by a giant eel with eyes like burning coals. Duro battled the creature, narrowly escaping its jaws before striking a decisive blow with his spear. With the pearl in hand, he returned to Ayinde, who now regarded him with newfound respect. You have earned the right to meet Olokun, she said, but be warned, the god of the ocean is not easily swayed. At last Duro stood before Olokun. The god's presence was overwhelming, his form ever-changing like the tides. His eyes glimmered with ancient knowledge and untold power.
Why have you come?
Olokun's voice echoed like 1,000 waves crashing at once. Duro knelt respectfully. Great Olokun, my people are suffering. The storm have destroyed our homes and livelihoods. I beg for your mercy and guidance. Olokun's gaze hardened.
You think these storms are my doing? Aje-Ku, the spirit of chaos, he defied the balance I uphold. If you wish to save your people, you must comfort him.
The god raised his trident and summoned a vision of Aje-Ku's lair, a chasm deep within the ocean's heart.
Go, mortal,
Olokun commanded.
Defeat Aje-Ku and peace shall return.
Duro journeyed deeper into the ocean, guided by the light of pearl. The waters grew colder and darker with every step, and an unsettling silence enveloped him. No longer did colorful fish or playful dolphins accompany his path. Instead, shadowy figures loomed in distance, whispering ominous warnings. The shadows were illusions conjured by Aje-Ku to weaken Duro's spirit. Voices echoed around him, mimicking those of his loved ones. Turn back, they pleaded. You will never survive this journey. Duro clenched the charm around his neck, reminding himself of the prayers of his ancestors. You will not break me, he whispered. The pearl's glow grew brighter, dispelling the shadows and revealing the entrance of Aje-Ku's lair, a massive chasm where currents swirled violently. Inside the lair, the spirits of chaos awaited. Aje-Ku was a towering figure made of ever-shifting storm clouds, his eyes burning like lightning.
You dare come here, mortal?
He thundered.
I'm the storm that consumes all.
You are a threat to my people and the balance of this world, Duro declared, raising his spear. I will end your reign of terror. Aje-Ku let out a deafening roar, summoning whirlpools and powerful waves. The battle was fierce and chaotic. Duro struggled to find footing as the currents threatened to drag him into the abyss. But he remembered Olokun's words, trust in the ocean's wisdom. Focusing on the rhythm of the water, Duro adapted to its flow. He dodged Aje-Ku's attacks and delivered precise strikes with his spear. In a final act of defiance, Duro threw the pearl at Aje-Ku's core. The light of the pearl shattered the spirit's form, and with a deafening scream, Aje-Ku dissolved into mist. With Aje-Ku defeated, the waters around the chasm began to settle. The oppressive darkness lifted, and a sense of peace washed over the ocean. The schools of fish returned, and coral reefs glowed with renewed vitality. Duro floated in awe, his body exhausted, but his spirit victorious. He felt the presence of Olokun surrounded him like a protective current. "You have restored balance to my realm," the god's voice echoed softly. "Your bravery will be honored by the seas and the land alike." Abeni and the merfolk soon arrived, their faces filled with gratitude and reverence. "You have saved us all," Abeni said, bowing respectfully. "The oceans will sing of your courage for generations." They guided Duro back toward the surface. As he rose, he felt lighter, as if the ocean itself carried him home. When Duro emerged from the ocean, he was greeted by a sense of joy and relief. The storm clouds had vanished, and sunlight bathed the village of Ayinde in golden warmth. The villagers gathered on the shore, their cheers echoing across the sands. Baba Ajani embraced Duro, tears streaming down his face. "You have done what none thought possible," the elder said. "You faced the gods and returned victorious." Duro shared his journey with the villagers, recounting the trails he had faced and the wisdom he had gained. Together, they rebuilt their homes, stronger and more united than before. They built a shrine to Olokun at the water's edge, offering prayers of gratitude for the balance restored. Duro's name became legend, a symbol of bravery and sacrifice. His story was told in every corner of the Yoruba lands, reminding people of the power of unity and resilience. The ocean, once feared, was now respected and revered as a source of life and wisdom. And deep within his domain, Olokun watched over his people with pride, ever the guardian of harmony and peace.